What is effluent? Effluent is liquid waste or sewage that is discharged from a treatment facility such as a sewage treatment plant. It starts as wastewater and goes through several stages of treatment consisting of primary, secondary and tertiary treatment to remove biological and chemical contaminants and produce recycled water. Why is it bad? Treated wastewater or effluent is often discharged into freshwater bodies as a means of environmental flow. The treated wastewater is required to be treated to an acceptable standard to ensure that the water will not have a negative impact on the natural environment. Treated wastewater often contains excessive nutrient loading levels, which have a significant impact on freshwater systems on a global scale. A study by Lemnos, Diaz and Aroja showed that the wastewater treatment and disposal stage played a major role, mainly owing to the discharge of nutrients into water bodies, and indicated that a contribution of wastewater treatment and disposal stage ranked second major in pollutant contributors in urban waterway systems. The Hawkesbury Nepean River. The Hawkesbury Nepean River is one of the most important rivers in New South Wales. Its vast size and various contributions to the environment makes it an essential water body for both flora and fauna alike. The health of the Hawkesbury Nepean River is in jeopardy due to the various sewage treatment facilities that discharge treated effluent into a river at various locations. A report commissioned by the Sydney Catchment Authority in 2009 provided a snapshot of the trends in water quality of the river. The report details that the conductivity, turbidity and salinity of the river rises and falls over the length of the river, but tends to increase at the locations where sewage treatment facilities discharge treated effluent. In addition, the levels of total phosphorus and total nitrogen are also significantly higher and influence the water quality downstream at locations of sewage treatment facilities. What does this mean for freshwater systems? Anthropogenic nutrient loading from raw and treated sewage discharge is considered a major global water quality issue. Various studies globally have determined that effluent and sewage discharge into freshwater bodies results in an excessive amount of nutrient loading and reduced ability for river systems to respire any excessive loading. Amplified phosphorus levels can also lead to increased invasive weed species growth, resulting in a loss of natural biodiversity. In addition, increased nutrient levels are also responsible for low oxygen levels in the river, resulting in increased bouts of eutrophication and algae blooms, which can affect various sensitive aquatic wildlife species like macroinvertebrates, fish, and yabbies. Increased turbidity counts in the water also increase the difficulty of aquatic plants to respire and absorb sunlight for photosynthesis, and increased gross pollutants can make it difficult for fish and invertebrates to successfully perform oxygen absorption. The impact of effluent discharge has been studied globally. Studies by Lundy, ETAL, Lasrix, and Margrob focus on the contribution that wastewater treatment and disposal has on waterways, and found that wastewater treatment is the largest contributor for increased nutrient levels and increased water quality indicators. Margrob suggests that the most of the contaminants come from the sludge discharge that is high in heavy metals, resulting in a high toxicity in water bodies, which ultimately reduces the water quality and reduces a reduction of aquatic species. Future management is required. With the increasing population expected in the future, increased sewage discharge into freshwater systems will continue to become a larger problem and is likely to cause greater impacts. It is essential to concentrate on the health of the Hawkesbury Nepean River now to ensure it is protected, as it is of major environmental, social and economic value. Water testing and various studies published over the years regarding the health of the Hawkesbury Nepean River have given clear scientific evidence to support the hypothesis that effluent discharge is having a negative effect on the health of the river as a freshwater system. The program had 7 individual projects, which included Nutrient Export Monitoring Project, Irrigation and Landscape Efficiency Projects, and the South Windsor Effluent Reuse Scheme. Crunching the numbers. The development of the Hawkesbury Nepean River program has resulted in an overall reduction of nutrient loading on the river by 84.1 tonnes per year. Better management of effluent discharge has saved over 12,433 million litres of water. These figures show the success of the Hawkesbury-Nepean River program, and it is a clear indication that scientific investigation and research assists in the identification of environmental issues. By identifying these issues, such as in the case of the Hawkesbury-Nepean River, methods of control and remediation can be put in place to rectify and remediate any future environmental degradation from occurring. We need to act now, save now, for future generations to not suffer from environmental degradation caused by effluent discharge on freshwater bodies.